Hi everyone, this is Elle with arealty.ca. Today we honor to have Robert, who's partner of KBFP. He's a chartered professional accountant. He's one of the best accountants in the city of Vaughan, and today he's here to answer some of our questions. Hi Robert.
Hi Al, thanks for having me.
Yeah, Robert, what are some of the new filing dates?
Yeah, so the government has changed things for the first time in history. They've changed the tax filing deadlines for individuals. Initially, the date is April 30, and the new filing deadline is June 1st. Self-employed individuals have always had a June 15 deadline, and that's still intact. With the individuals, sticking with them for a second before we turn to the corporations, the individuals have a deadline to pay their taxes on September 1st. So there's a lot of time that the government is given, more than normal. Usually it was April 30, the same as the filing date. So now the payment date is due on the 1st of September, as well as the self-employed individuals. For corporations, there's no change except if the return is due on or between March 18 and June 1st. The new deadline is actually June 1st. So again, deadlines similar to the individuals is June 1st with the filing deadlines for corporations. The payment for taxes as well falls in line with the individuals as well as being September 1st. They've made a change to people that have to submit or are registered for HST. The HST filing deadline hasn't changed, but the payment now is due June 30. So again, government's creating a lot of flexibility in terms of filing and payment, just given the situation that we're in. Again, unprecedented in Canadian tax history. So it's people's obligations don't get eliminated; you just get deferred and pushed down the road a bit, which gives them a little bit of time to sort things through.
I see. And Robert, what is the Canada Emergency Wage Subsidy right now?
All right, that's great. It's a great program. It's going to allow businesses to receive and recover 75% of their wages if they qualify. So to qualify, business has to have a reduction in revenue in the months of March, April, and May of 15 and 30% respectively. And then the real tricky part of the equation is that you have to qualify first, and then you can look at your amounts that you're going to be asking to recover in the wage subsidy. So they can recover, again, 75% of any wages provided they qualify. So to qualify, you're going to be looking, for instance, the month of March 2020, you'll be comparing that to March of 2019. Again, this is the tricky part, because if you don't qualify, then you have the option to now compare your revenue in January and February of 2020, an average of that, and compare that to the March. And if that's gone down, then great. Once you qualify for March, then you automatically qualify for April. So that's one little tidbit that a lot of people don't realize, is that once you qualify for March, you automatically qualify for April. So really you get two chances to qualify for April, because if you qualify for March, you obviously get April. But if you didn't qualify for March, you can always look to April comparables and qualify for April, second chance. And the same goes for May. So the next step after you qualify is to populate a spreadsheet that the government actually has online. Again, first time that I've ever seen a spreadsheet created by the government for us to use, but it's really well thought out. And actually they're on version 4, because they keep revising and revamping this since April 27, which was Monday. They released the program, but so it's a constant evolution, it seems, on the spreadsheet. But once you populate the spreadsheet, it gives you the information that you need to apply for. It gives you your your max limits that you're going to be getting, and there are max limits for each employee that the spreadsheet does go through. So most businesses would have taken advantage, if they have payroll, of the 10% amount, and have taken advantage of that. Now there is no double dipping, and there will be you will be maxed out at 75% once you can go through this spreadsheet from the government. So now if you don't qualify for the 75%, you can still take the 10%. So there is something that, you know, a lot of the businesses will be able to recover. And, you know, the government with these programs, what they've done is they haven't really been able to get all businesses covered for any kind, for all the things, but a majority, and you know, I've heard the number like 90% of all businesses would be able to qualify for some of this. Not all the businesses, but most of them have qualified. So, which is a good thing.
Yeah, thanks. And you know, some people have struggling to pay rent nowadays. So what is the Canada Emergency Rent Assist Program?
All right. So the Canada Emergency Commercial Rent Assist Program is available to small businesses that have temporarily ceased operations and experienced a 70% drop in pre-COVID revenues. And the interesting component is that it's the rent that's from space that's mortgaged by property owners. So if the property owner has a mortgage, then they can qualify. If they don't, there's other means. But the program will provide forgivable loans to qualifying commercial property owners to cover 50% of the rent by eligible businesses for April, May, and June. These loans will be forgiven if the owner agrees to reduce their rent by at least 75% for the 3 months. So basically, the businesses that have experienced a decrease will be on the hook for 25% of the rental payments, and the owner unfortunately has to now forego 25% of the revenue that they would have normally received, and basically taking a loss on that. One thing that we're digging into this information. This program is really new, and we're digging into the information on the details, but not a lot has been released. But like I had a client call me the other day and asked if his TMI, which is the taxes, maintenance, and insurance, are covered. And from what I'm understanding, it's not covered, because it's only the information that's been released is that it says that it's fixed rent. So fixed is the base rent that will be covered, but the TMI, I guess, are going to be getting some more details as they come out. But they'll be able to apply for this in mid-May. I think May 15, I heard, is the date. Yes. And they'll be applying through CMHC, Canada Mortgage and Housing Corporation. So it's not done through a bank, but through the CMHC program.
I see. Robert, we really appreciate your time and accepting our invitation. So if somebody want to reach you out, how can they contact with you?
Yeah, thank you all for doing this. First off, you're providing great information to your listeners, and I'm one of them too, so keep it up. I'm looking forward to your next posts and videos. But yeah, if anybody wants to get a hold of me, I have an email, Rob, that's R-O-B, at kbfp.ca. Again, it's R-O-B, Rob, my first name, at kbfp.ca. My phone number, I'll just tell you right now, it's 905-761-8080. 905-761-8080. Alternatively, Elle knows where to get a hold of me. I'm pretty responsive to email, so that's the best way to get a hold of me. And yeah, again, thank you for doing this, and we all appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure. As I mentioned before, you are one of the best accountants in the city of Vaughan, and it's a pleasure working with you.
It's my pleasure. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Keep safe.
You too.
Thanks.